What's up, everyone? We're back here at Smoking Sawdust. Tonight, we're going to make some meatball subs, but with a twist. We're going to smoke the meatballs. It's going to be awesome. All right, here are the ingredients. We've got a pound of ground beef, a pound of ground pork, some fresh herbs out of the garden. We've got a couple of eggs, some fresh garlic, nice Parmesan cheese that we're going to shred right here. Some various seasonings. And then we're actually making our own breadcrumbs. We've got some French bread in the toaster oven, just getting nice and dried so we can make breadcrumbs out of it. And then we'll get to it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this fresh parsley chopped up. I'm gonna chop nice and small to cut my fingers here, as that wouldn't be good for the meatballs. Oh man, I can smell that. It smells so nice. Such a good fresh smell. A fresh Italian parsley right out of the garden. It's going to add such a good fresh flavor to these meatballs. Get that chopped up real small and into the bowl. All right, and the next thing, we've got about 4 just regular sized garlic cloves. We're going to chop those up nice and thin also. It's going to be plenty of garlic for this batch of meatballs. Mince that up real well. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay.
Okay, I think this is about done. So it's nice and flaky now. We're gonna put this in the big bowl. And back here.
All right, we got to get 2 eggs cracked into the bowl also. One, 2, just like that.
Okay, we're gonna grind this cheese up into our bowl.
Hey, what kind of cheese is it?
Oh, it is Parmesan cheese in the cheese grater. There. I really like this cheese because it has a lot of flavor.
How much cheese do you think we're putting in there?
I don't know.
I'd keep going. The more cheese, the better.
Yep. As you always say when.
I'm not gonna say it yet.
Okay.
Do you need a relief pitcher on the cheese grinder? Are you good?
Maybe I'll just do it like this, but that actually hurts me. So
Okay.
try to.
I think we need to grind all the cheese that's in there. "15 minutes later."
Okay. Ugh. 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 And I think it's done. And there's not much cheese inside.
Okay. Well, you got just about all of it, so I think that's good.
Yep.
All right.
On to the next step.
All right. I think our bread crumbs are just about ready. Let's pull one of these out and see if it's all dry. You basically just want our little chunks of bread to be nice and dry. I think. Oh yeah, that's nice and dry. So we're gonna go ahead and pull those out and get them into our food processor and get them crunched up.
So, are we going to make these croutons or breadcrumbs?
We are going to pulverize these completely in the food processor and make breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs act as a bit of a binder, for the meatballs. Gives them a nice smooth texture and kind of helps hold all the meat together while they're cooking. So the perfect thing to use for this is the same bread that we're going to use to have the subs. So we just cut some up and dried it out in the toaster oven. Now it's time to put in the food processor and get it all crunched up. Cut. All right, we're going to go ahead and get these breadcrumbs going. So we just have our little chunks of bread we're going to put in the food processor. Probably do about half of it at a time. Get the lid on and go to town. Woo, that's loud. But you know what? That means it's working. Let those go. And we don't want to completely turn it into powder. We just want kind of crumbs. And I think that's looking pretty good, right about like that. Just some nice breadcrumbs. So we're going to dump those into our mixture in our bowl. And then we're going to do the rest of these. We'll be back shortly. All right, so now we're going to get some seasoning in there. We love the Killer Hogs AP seasoning. It's kind of perfect for this application because it's just salt, pepper, garlic, and maybe a couple other things. What's in there? Spices, parsley. Anyway, it's a good all-purpose seasoning. This needs salt and pepper, so we're going to get some of that in there. And again, like this is not a hard formula for the recipe. We've just done this a bunch, and so we kind of know about how much to put in there. Trial and error is kind of your best friend for something like this. We're also going to get some oregano in there, just kind of a good amount of that. It might have been about a tablespoon of oregano and some dried basil for the meatballs. We're going to use the fresh basil to chop up and put on the finished subs when they're done. So we're going to come back, we'll get the meat in, and we're going to get it mixed up in just a minute. Getting our ground pork in. I really love about a 50-50 blend of ground pork and ground beef. Just makes a nice hearty meatball. So we're going to get that in the bowl. Okay.